In the last video, we saw how we could reference data using the row number and column number. We saw different combinations of using the row number and column number and different mechanisms available to us. However, when we have a large data set, we do not want to reference the data based on row number and column number. It will be a humongous task to know which row number to look for and which column number to look for. Normally, what we will do is that we will try to look at data based on some conditions. So let us see how to reference data based on some conditions in a data frame. To be able to form conditions, we require certain operators. Let us see the operators that is provided by R for forming conditions. The first operator it provides us a double equal to. The double equal to is used for equating, or it is a symbol for equals. Then we have the greater than, then we have greater than equal to, less than, and less than equal to. Apart from these operators, we also have logical operators. The logical operators are ampersand, which stands for element-wise AND. Now it must be noted that there is also an operator which is double ampersand, ampersand, ampersand. This is different from using a single ampersand. Then we have the pipe character. The pipe character is used for element-wise OR. And lastly, we also have a NOT operator, which is the exclamation sign. Now that we know what the operators are, we can go on to search data in a data frame conditionally. The mechanism is quite simple. What we need to do is that we need to use the which command, which is one of the mechanisms which we will discuss. So what we need to do is we need to give the data frame name and within square brackets give a which command, and the which command takes a condition based on which the data will be fetched. Now the data that will be fetched will be the rows which will meet the condition. So we need to give a comma so that we say that the column numbers is either empty, or we can give a set of column numbers which have to be fetched. So if we give just the comma and do not keep column numbers, all the columns of the data will be fetched. If you want specific columns, we can give a specific column number or a column name, or we can give a vector of column number or column names. So we see an example. Our data frame name is v underscore marks, which we are discussing. So if we say which company is equal to Atos, this command should get me all the records where the company name is equal to Atos, and it will give me all the columns of data in this particular data frame. So now let's head to RStudio to see this in action. So here we are in RStudio. So first let us create our data frame. We know all these things, so I will just run through this command. So now the data frame is created. I just have a look at the structure just to verify it. So you see that we have two string columns, one factor column and three numeric columns. So the data frame looks like this. So here we have our data frame. You must be familiar with this by now. So now let's look for data conditionally. So now let's say v underscore marks, and then I use the which command, which, and I say company is equal to Atos. Then I give a comma so that I say all columns have to be returned. So when I do this, now it gives an error. This is basically because it cannot find the company name because I haven't referenced the data frame. So I have to give v underscore marks dollar company, and then this will work. So you see I get this. Now to overcome this problem, what we can do is that we can use another command where I attach the data frame. When I attach the data frame, all the columns of the data frame becomes available to me by default. So I say attach v underscore marks. So once I do this, now you see if I give the command without giving the data frame name, it will work. So I say this. Now you see this works. So now I can look for another condition also. Supposing I change from Atos to another company. I say IBM. And it gives me the data. I could look for a condition on some other column also. I can say v underscore marks, which, and say R programming is greater than 75. And I have to give the comma. So now when I run this command, it gives me all the data where the score in R programming is greater than 75. I could give multiple conditions also. Supposing now I say marks in R programming is greater than 60 and company is equal to Atos. So now let us see what this command returns. So you see it gives me all the records in Atos where the marks in R programming is greater than 60. Now you're noticing that when I'm giving these commands, it is returning back to me a data frame. So I could have looked for specific columns also, like I say name. So when I do this, it should give me only the name column back, and it does that. It gives me the names of the people who have made this score. Or I could give a vector. I say roll number, comma, name, and I get this data frame back. Now many times what happens is that we may require to use a condition and get back a specific column. So an easier mechanism to do that, or generally more utilized mechanism to do that, is to give something like this. I said $name. So now what will happen is that it will give me the names of the records which match the condition. Remember that this piece of data is returning back to me a data frame. So what is returned is a data frame. So I can do any action on a data frame which is available to me at this point of time.